So I wanted to see if the new MPC Live 3 and the new 3.6 firmware finally fixed something that's been bothering me for years. Live looping. I did a similar test on the MPC One Plus with version 3.0, and let's just say the workflow was decent, but the result not that good. So today I'm testing it again from scratch to see if things have actually improved, or if it's still the same story. If you followed this channel for a while, you know that I love testing real-world workflows, not just specs on paper. And live looping is one of those features that should be simple. You hit record, play your idea, and the loop just works. So today I'm testing it again, this time looping some tracks from the OPXY to see if things have finally improved, or if we're still getting those annoying clicks and pops. Okay, so let's get started. I'll just load up a new empty project here. Let's just go through the connections. Very simple. Audio out from the OPXY to audio in on the MPC Live 3. USB-C out from the OPXY to USB-A into the MPC. This is to get the MIDI sync. So if I start here, as playback will start here. You won't hear anything yet, but that's because we need to do some configuration of this track first. Let's just start by checking the tempo of this track. It's 75. Let's set 75 here as well. Then we need to go to monitor and set this to auto. The input is of course 1 and 2. And we also need to go out to this clip or arrange selection here. And this needs to be on arrangement. And we also need to press this to get auto record at loop start enabled. And then we are pretty much ready. So the track we're going to loop is this. Nice. And I will just go track by track, and then afterwards we can listen to each track if the transitions were good or bad. So let's start by looping these drums here. We can just press record here, and when the loop starts over, it will start looping. So now you can see that it's recording. Done. We can remove overdub, and then we can duplicate this track to get the sound again, and we can mute that and just add these chords and record again. So there you can see that it's recording the chords on track 2. Nice. Remove overdub. Duplicate track. Now we can mute those chords and add the bass and record again. Nice. Duplicate track and mute the bass and add some melody. As you can see, this process is extremely smooth. Move that, duplicate track. Duplicate track and next track. Okay, nice. So now we have basically looped over the whole song. We can turn down this volume here. To me, it sounds good. I can hear that there are some issues with pops and clicks. We will see what track is causing that. But as I said, this process is extremely simple. You can just continue track by track, and the fact that it enables the input every time you jump to a new duplicated track is very convenient. So nothing against the workflow, it's super solid. But the important part is how does it sound? And let's look at that. Let's start by soloing the drums. Let's have a listen now to the transition. Sounds awesome. No issues with the drums. Let's continue with the chord. This could potentially be a problem. Let's listen. Yeah. Not great. That's what you don't want, of course. And that's my experience with the last version also. Yeah, let's continue with the bass. Why did I get a chord there? That must be some weird. Although I didn't get any clicks and pops there, so the bass was fine. Let's move over to some melodies. I think this could be a problem because it's a long tail. Yeah, you got the click here as well. As we expected, let's move over to this melody. This won't be a problem because this last note is like here. I was wrong because the melody like starts over in the loop's end, so yeah, this will not be perfect. No. Let's continue with the last sound. Not sure about this one. Yeah, that's not an issue because we don't have any overlapping notes. So we got like the bass, the drums, and this chord here had no issues. The other tracks had. So this is not great. Like I said, the workflow is awesome, but the results are not very satisfying. I won't use this for looping. Of course, there is always ways to like go in here and do some adjustments with zero snap. Like you can do some surgical stuff here, but I don't want to do that. So I tried that in my last looping test with the MPC 1 Plus, but I didn't get that good of a result. So it was definitely not worth it. And live looping should be simple, and you shouldn't have to go in and adjust the loops manually afterwards. That's at least my opinion. So I won't use this for looping. It's a shame because the MPC is so feature-packed. I think that a fix for this shouldn't be that complicated. A really small micro fade in, fade out when you record like looped stuff. That will fix this. A setting that you can enable somewhere. I've tried so many different loopers now, and yeah, this should be fixable, definitely. But as I said, it's a shame because you can do so much things with MPC Live 3, and you would expect that it could do a basic looping session as well. To me, this is also strange because when you do like slicing and stuff on the MPC Live, it handles those clicks and pops really well when you chop samples. So it should be able to fix this with the looping as well. You obviously got a dedicated looper here as well. I won't go into that now. I would basically say I have tested it and the results are pretty much the same. It's no improvement with the audio. So yeah, closing thoughts. Workflow, smooth. Sound quality, still disappointing. I really hope Akai revisit this and add proper crossfades or loop smoothing in a future update. That alone would make the MPC lineup much stronger for live looping workflows. Yeah, so that's all I had. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!